Hey guys, this is the next morning. It is New Year's Eve today. Before I do anything else, I need to check on my chickens. I just was told something really terrible that happened last night, and I am going to be seeing this for the first time with you guys. I literally, first thing I'm doing is getting up and going and checking on the chickens. Thought I'd grab you guys to take y'all along. I'm not excited about what we're about to see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey girls, are y'all okay? Let me check on the girls. Wow. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna add some more hay. Looks like there's a lot of snow in here. On the edges anyway. Definitely gonna knock off as much snow as I can from this roof so we don't lose it as well. Okay, they still have water. I can refill that though. To me, it's not the priority at this moment. Hey girls. Alright, so all 9 of them are right there. Wow. We got a lot of snow last night. I feel really dumb for not thinking about clearing off the roof of that summertime sunshade structure. Oh, really dumb. But I can move forward and we can try to fix this as best we can. We're definitely losing that structure. Maybe we can get a new one in the spring. Chicken coop is still intact and at least all 9 chickens are okay. Okay, let's get back out there and take a look at the damage. What is it, girls? My gosh. So it was snowing all night last night. Jeez. Oh my gosh. That looks terrible. I'm sorry, girls. I bet they were scared when that came crashing down. I'm hoping that we're not going to have any holes in the roof. Looks like the chicken coop caught it. But geez, the snow goes all the way up to their doors. I'm going to have to clear that out so as it melts it doesn't go inside their coop. Oh my gosh. That's insane. So the whole thing, you can see the whole thing ripped under the weight of the snow and the whole structure just collapsed on itself. That, oh my gosh. We weren't prepared, were we? At the end of the day, this is definitely our fault, my fault. I did not anticipate us getting this much snow, but I mean, last time it snowed, we took off the weight from the roof. I don't know why we didn't this time. This is the most snow I have ever seen in Texas, that's for sure. There was one time in my life where I went skiing up in Colorado, like back in 8th grade. But even then, like, that's the only time I really saw a lot of snow in an area where they get a lot of snow at a ski resort. But here in Texas, I have never seen this much snow. This has got to be like a record or something. I need to see how many inches we got. Jeez. I mean, it's beautiful, but at the same time, like, what a loss. I'm just happy we didn't lose any chickens. Ugh, I feel like so irresponsible right now. Okay, nobody got hurt. Let's see how many inches of snow we got. This is wild. I got a measuring tape. Wow. So it looks like right at 11 inches. We got 11 inches of snow overnight. That is the most snow I've ever seen here. It's crazy. Wow. My goodness. That is insane. 11 inches of snow. That's unheard of out here. So I did check the internet last night, and according to the internet, this little town averages 2 inches of snowfall per year. Although me living here for 8 years, I may have seen a total of probably 7 inches total in the 8 years that I've lived here, combined with all the years that it's ever snowed. The last time that it snowed before this year was last spring. We got an inch maybe in February, and then before that it was 4 years ago was the last time that it snowed, and maybe got 5 inches then. And so in the 8 years that I've lived here, it snowed like 2 times, maybe 3 times at the most, but nothing to this magnitude. We're not used to this. We're not ready for it out here, which is crazy. Out here, you really need to worry about summertime heat stress with everything, and winters are mild and cool, and I wasn't thinking about that shade cloth on that chicken thing. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that yesterday. More often than not, when we do get those small handful of days when it freezes, it's just a hard freeze, and usually there's just a little bit of frost or frozen dew or just ice. This is definitely fluffy snow, and I should be excited about it, but man, chickens. All right, do the best we can. I'm really thankful to Luis. He gets up really early. He was up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and he actually saw from a notification on our security camera. Let me show you that really quick. Oh man. And it is 28 degrees right now this morning. I'm literally like in shock that happened. These things happen. We live and we learn. This is not too bad. Nobody got hurt. This is a learning experience. So I can't be too hard on ourselves. This has never happened before to us, but so we can learn from this. So yeah, I can definitely clear that out for them and give them more hay, if anything. Yeah, these are bolted into the ground. It looks like it just bent right here at the top. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That must have been terrifying, girls. Wow, what was I coming back here to check on? Let me just take a peek in here. That makes me wonder if there's pressure on the door. Okay, let's see. Well, it's dry in here. Integrity is sound for now. Okay, that's not the sound it usually makes, so there's a little bit of pressure on this building. Can't wait to get that off of there. My goodness. Wow. We got 11 inches of snow. Okay, I'm gonna come and turn off the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and go plug it in, let it charge, and I'm gonna get to work, and I will update you guys in a little bit after breakfast. But yeah, luckily Luis was up a few hours ago. Oh my goodness, that's where you're gonna go potty? He says, I'm not walking through the snow. Oh my goodness. And then you went through the snow anyway. He peed right by the back door. What is this stuff, buddy? What do you think of the snow? What do you think? So it's been a few hours since my last update. Since then, I did go out and, oh man. So since the last update, we did go out to the chicken coop and I tried to do a damage assessment of the chicken coop. We went ahead and cleaned up that old cloth that had ripped from the night before, and I dug out the snow around the chicken coop to try to keep the snow off of the structure, so as it melts, I didn't want it melting into the chicken coop. So we'll have to take you back there and show you guys an update. There's this huge storm going across the US right now, and I saw an article online saying that it was spread all the way from western Texas all the way up to Maine. So I know a bunch of you guys are also getting this snow as well. So hope you guys are able to enjoy it and have minimal damage. Honestly, this doesn't seem like a lot of snow for a lot of you guys, but this is unheard of in where we live. We just weren't quite prepared for this much snow. I didn't think that we would be getting 11 inches of snow. I figured maybe 4 max, because we average 2 inches of snowfall every year, and so it's not something that you think about, that you might get a foot of snow, when in the near decade that I've lived here, we've never gotten snow like this. Yeah, it is about 32, 33 degrees right now. What is it, buddy? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that I wish we would have prepared better with that shade structure, but all we can do is move forward. So I'm gonna go check on the chickens. Close that gate. So we'll let him spend a few minutes outside. I do want to get him in because he doesn't really like the cold very much, but he seems to be doing just fine right now. So Luis and I were talking about it this morning as we were cleaning up some of this mess, and we think that in the spring we're going to save up and try to build a stronger structure that we can provide as a shade for our chickens. So hopefully we won't run into this problem like we did next year. That shade structure that we had over the chicken coop, it was, I want to say, like 40 or 50 bucks, and it provided our chickens with protection from the scorching desert hot sun all through the summer. It also protected the coop from heavy wind and hail. So that shade structure did do a great job at protecting our chickens for most of this past year. It is unfortunate that we didn't take into account heavy snowfall, because we just don't get snowfall like this where we live. So that was a little bit of a curveball, but we're going to adjust and we'll make something even better for them to hopefully do a lot better if we get more snow like this next year. So let me show you guys what we've done so far in this back chicken coop area. Hi girls. So we cleared a little path, and we did go ahead and take off that cloth covering that was over here. We just completely got rid of it, chunked it already, and we'll have to come back and unbolt the frame once all of the snow melts, and we'll get that out of here as well. We are a little concerned if there's any damage. I can see a big dent right there. It's really dented. Well, once all of this moisture gets out of here, I'm probably gonna throw a tarp on it so that until we can get a new structure made for these girls, at least they won't have rain and water coming in to their coop, because I know it took a huge hit. I'll have to see if it was waterproof or not, but there's a huge dent right here, and I see some of the asphalt is just flaking off right there. So that's a little concern. We'll have to see. But overall, I think this chicken coop came out pretty lucky. We did go ahead and scoop out snow off of the chicken coop. The snow was all the way up to here, and so I got it off just because I didn't want it melting into the doors or getting into the chicken coop, coming in through those cracks. And so we just cleared a little path around there for them. I should have known better, but this whole thing is done. This whole frame is bent from the weight of the snow. We have a couple broken parts, so we will probably just completely scrap this and start fresh with a new idea for some kind of protector for this chicken coop going into the next year. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, see if the girls want to come out since it's not too bad. They are gonna come out. Good girls. Come out and explore for a little bit. I'm definitely gonna supervise them and I'll put them up before I leave and go back inside. I just figured they've been cooped up in here for about 24 hours now. Thought maybe they'd want to come out and explore a little bit. So I was telling you guys this morning earlier and then I completely forgot to show you guys. So this morning, Luis, he woke up at around 5 o'clock and he had a notification from our security camera, which is up there. We have a motion activated security camera and it caught the roof collapsing. So as soon as he saw that it was collapsed, he ran out here at 5 in the morning with a snow shovel and he needed to make sure that the chickens were okay. He didn't wake me up. He told me he didn't want me to worry about the chickens, so he had it under control. Wish I could have been out here to help him, but at the same time I know like he was able to handle it and he did a great job. And so when I woke up at sunrise is when he told me, he was like, so the chicken coop sunshade has caved in, and I ran out. And that was when I showed you guys the footage this morning. We got to see it at the same time, you guys and I. And so I'm really happy that no chickens were harmed last night. I wish we would have been a little more prepared, but all we can do is move forward, and at least no chickens were hurt. And we've learned that we need to not let snow build up on roofs. So we're definitely going to keep this the snow off of it if it continues to snow, so that won't cave in. What do y'all think? You're gonna scratch around in the snow. Well, at least now that the immediate danger's out of the way, we can enjoy this a little bit. You found a spot where there's no snow? Hey, Myrtle. What do you think of all this snow, Myrtle? Not so sure. I think back here is really beautiful. It almost feels like we're underneath a tent from this pine tree really sheltering the area. It's really beautiful. Wow, look at the hawthorn bushes. They are weighted down. Oh my goodness. Cat Claw's doing pretty good. Oh, these poor plants. My goodness, look at this. It's halfway up my boot. It's really beautiful though. Looks like there's some shelter under this table. The chickens can get out of the snow, but I'm not gonna leave them out here. I'm just gonna let them explore for a little bit and then I'm gonna put them up. You gonna go check out Dyson, Miss Myrtle? Oh, you're gonna try going in the deep snow? Yeah. Better think twice, huh? Hey, buddy. How are you doing? We're gonna go back inside in a minute. What is all this stuff, Myrtle? What's this stuff out here? Oh, I love, love, love their little chicken footprints in the snow. Little dinosaur tracks. I found a little safe spot. What are you saying, Myrtle? She's really talkative. Hey. Alright, so I do have a chicken and rice casserole in the oven that it almost needs to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and put these girls away, get Dyson inside so that he can get nice and warm again. Watch out. I got big feet. I got big feet. Okay. Do one more. I love this stuff. This is my favorite bedding to use. It's called chopped straw. And I love it because it breaks down better than pine shavings. And in my opinion, it helps absorb odors better than pine shavings. So it decomposes faster, and it's also really soft. And the chickens seem to love scratching and picking through it. It is about twice as much cost-wise as pine shavings though, so that's something to keep in mind. If any of you guys need an inexpensive storage device to keep bedding, straw, hay, alfalfa, food, and treats in, galvanized metal trash cans are the way to go. Keeps all that water out, keeps rodents out. It's just really, really neat. Let's see, we'll grab some alfalfa, add that to their bedding, and then they can scratch through it and have a nice tasty calcium and vitamin rich treat. Give them one more handful. Oh, that's my timer saying that my chicken casserole is ready. So I need to get hurrying up so I can take it out of the oven. There we go. There you go. All right, close that up. Very good. All right, girls. Oh, y'all came out thinking I was getting chicken scratch. Well, here. I'll give y'all some mealworms. Come on. Let's go. Get in. Come on, girls. Get in. Let's go. Get in. Come on. Get in. Good girls. Good girls. Y'all are so good. All right. We'll sprinkle down some protein for you girls. And then that'll be something for them to keep them busy since they're stuck in here. Some of those mealworms will fall down in the hay and they'll have to scratch around to find them. You definitely don't want these chickens to get bored because these are free-ranging chickens. They usually have the entire yard to explore and keep them busy. And the lower chickens, like Dua, for example, she can get away from some of the bullies when they're out free-ranging. And when they're stuck in here, they do argue a little bit more and have more disagreements. So I try to keep them busy with treats and things to do, things to scratch around. And a busy chicken is a happy chicken. So that's what we do. So that helps a little bit for us. So hopefully they're definitely staying dry and warm enough in here, but we don't want them to be stuck in here for too long. A day or two tops is how much we want to go without free ranging them. And they're used to coming out every day, so if they see us out here or if they hear us come outside because they know the sound of the back door, they'll start making noise and saying, "Hey, don't forget to let us out." Well, I'm going to come back and check on these girls in a little bit. I'm really happy that they're staying dry and that this has maintained its integrity and hasn't collapsed. It's really good. I don't know what I would do. I'm glad it was this that broke and not their chicken run, because this is much more easily replaced than their outdoor enclosure. All right, so with the snow starting to fall again, I'm gonna head back inside and get Dyson warmed up. And I'm gonna have some hot cinnamon tea to help warm me up as well. Dyson, we're going to the store, come on. Oh yeah, you're ready to go in. You're ready to go in. Here we go, we'll get you warmed up. All right, Luis went and gave him some fresh water. You're a hero. Hey guys, it is now early evening, and so I'm coming out to check on the chickens one more time. And I think the lighting right now is just really, really spectacular. All day the snow has been super bright, and right now it is just the perfect time of day to be out here. You know it's a crazy snow when everything shuts down around you. I saw that the main highway leaving this town is shut down right now from the snow. The police department posted on Facebook saying the highway is closed down to the next town to the west of us. So there's no really leaving right now. I think the girls are all pretty ready to stretch their legs a little bit. This is the longest that they've been cooped up in a long time. Figured I'd give them a few minutes out exploring before we end up having to put them up for the night. We probably have another 35 to 45 minutes left of sunlight, but since I'm out here with them, I'm not too worried about predators. We also have Dyson out to go potty, so he's another good visual deterrent. Thought we'd let these girls come out and explore because they do not like being cooped up in the chicken run at all. I carved them a few little pathways if they do figure out that they want to explore. If they do end up going out and exploring, this would just give them a little easier access through our property. Even though the snow felt really soft and fluffy, it is starting to get hard, but figured compacting it down a little bit would just give them a little easier time. Hey Odette, you found one of our paths. What do you think about this? You're a cold weather breed. You're just not acclimated to it, huh? What do you think? Hey girls, what you doing? It's not as wet as it was earlier today. It looks like a lot of the snow that started melting is starting to refreeze again. So today, the high temperature that we got to was around 32 to 34 degrees, and now it's dropped back down and is around 24 degrees, and it's going to drop down into the low 20s or high teens tonight. Little Dua just is not a snow chicken, is she? Look at her. That's about as far out as she's come. Hey Dua! That's alright. We'll let her stay nice and dry. Dua is our smallest chicken, so if she were to get cold and wet, it would take a little more energy for her to warm up, I think. Oh my goodness, what is it, girls? Yeah? Hey, what is it? It's a strange day today, huh? It's pretty strange. Alright guys, I am going to add a little bit more bedding into this chicken run and give them a little bit of snacks. And then I'm also going to go ahead and see if we have any eggs in here. It's your chicken scratch. I don't know what they want. There we go. Watch out. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that's not good. We got one cracked egg. I wonder if that's from freezing or from being stepped on. We have one cracked egg. I'm guessing that it started off by being frozen and expanded because we've never had a cracked egg before. I'm really happy that the girls didn't eat it. So that's interesting, huh? Yeah, that's so interesting. My best guess would be that it started to crack with the cold air, and then the other girls, when they went to lay, stepped on it and cracked it open. I'm so proud of them for not eating the egg. That can be a huge problem in flocks. The other 5 eggs look fine. It looks like they need to be rinsed off a little bit, but overall, they laid 6 eggs today. We have 5 that we can keep. All right, now that we have those eggs inside, I am gonna go ahead and refill this nesting box. One of our chickens, Miss Molly, actually sleeps in the nesting box, and I don't want her to have wet feet while she's sleeping. So I usually use hay in my nesting boxes. Today I'm going to use this chopped straw because I know that it's dry and the hay has snow all over it. So I don't want to be putting something moist and wet that's going to freeze overnight in their nesting boxes. So that chopped straw is going to have to do for tonight. See what we did here. So we have the other 3 nesting boxes, and then the one that they cracked that egg in is just filled with chopped straw for tonight. Okay, going inside the chicken run. They have fresh water in that corner. We earlier this morning filled it up with hot water and we let it sit out until it was room temperature, because you don't want to give the chickens hot water because it can burn them while they drink it. So we waited until it was room temperature and then brought it out and gave it to the girls to drink. And they have had a lot of fun scratching around all of the hay. This is the dirt section of the floor, and really we've just been putting hay and straw on that side, and you can see how much they've kicked throughout the whole thing. Right now Saniza is getting straw all in their food. Oh my goodness, Saniza, what is this? that's a little better. Oh my goodness, girls. This is the guilty one right here who's kicking that straw into the feed. What do you think about that, Myrtle? What is she doing? Oh my goodness. Here they come. They're following me around. Come on, girls. You can do it. Here comes Mary. Here comes Pip. Here comes Denisa. Got a little train of chickens. Oh, Odette passed me. She's going around exploring. What's all this stuff in the trees? Like she's looking up at the trees. What's all that stuff up there frozen? Mary's thinking about going off-roading. What are you gonna do, Mary? I think she's gonna try to check out that area under the table, maybe. She says, how do I get over there? You like this little path I made for you girls? It's like a little single file train. Dua, she's kind of our outcast in the flock. Everybody picks on her. Her and Ariel are actually the two lowest in the pecking order, and I think they're taking advantage of having the house all to themselves, find all of the treats that the bigger girls were kind of keeping them away from. And then the bigger girls are out exploring because they've already had a ton of treats today. Oh, what is this? Hey, cuties. I really love the way the tree looks in the sun at this time of day where the snow is just reflecting off of the sun. It's pretty. Look at this. They're all over here in the evening light grooming themselves. I'm sure they know it's close to bedtime, and every night before bed they groom themselves, but I'm sure they appreciate being out of the chicken run. Where the chicken run is situated, they do have a lot of protection from the wind, the elements, the snow. They can stay nice and dry, but the way that it is all packed up with snow, I've noticed that their chicken run is a lot darker with the snow all behind it, and it kind of closes them in, and it's almost like a little cave shelter. And chickens need a lot of light to be happy and healthy. In fact, a lot of times certain chicken breeds will actually stop laying during the winter, and it's completely related to how much light they have access to. So I'm sure we're going to see a drop in egg production over the next few days once they realize that they haven't been getting as much light by being cooped up for the past couple days during the snow. But I'm sure once the snow melts, when we are able to get back to free ranging them every day, I think they'll do a lot better. They're definitely happier when they're able to free range. Even if they don't run around a whole lot, see, they're just sitting there. But they're definitely happier getting to choose to sit here than being told to hang out over there. Oh my goodness, girls. Why are you sitting in the mud, Molly? Making a lot of muddy puddles right there. Myrtle, you really love the snow. It's tasty, huh? Alright everybody, I'm going to go ahead and put the girls up for the night. I just wanted to let them get out and stretch their legs for a few moments. We've probably been out here for maybe 15 minutes now, and they are just hanging out and winding down, getting ready for bedtime. So I think I'll go ahead and put them back in the chicken run so that we can all get out of this cold, and that way they'll get ready to get settled down for the night. Are y'all ready to go in? They're like, no. We haven't been out here that long. Come on, girls. Let's go. Come on, girls. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Here they come, slowly, one by one. a little bit more of this. I try to spread it out as much as possible so that the bigger girls don't bully the little ones too much. The 3 chickens that get pushed around a little bit more than the rest are little Dua, our striped Dominique, Ariel, which is one of the reds, and Mary actually are the bottom 3 in our totem pole of pecking order. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but as soon as I started throwing seeds out, Dua completely just went under the coop. She's not even going to try to fight for these treats because the bigger girls will push her out of the way. This is where it's really important to have a nice, either a nice spacious run, which would be much bigger than this one, or the ability to free range your chickens. Because if they were all stuck in this chicken run 24/7 without ever having the ability to come out of the chicken run, they would definitely bully each other a lot. But because they are allowed to free range every single day, just about, unless it's extreme weather, they tend to get along a lot better because not everybody gets along just like humans. You have cliques, you have friends, you have little frenemies, and it's the same thing in the chicken world. There's chickens who are best friends, buddies, and then there's chickens who would rather stay a little bit farther away from each other. The chickens who probably are the meanest or pick on each other the most, it's actually kind of surprising. Our alpha, top of the pecking order, Odette, she's actually a really nice chicken. She really doesn't pick on anybody unless they are challenging her position or it's feeding time and they don't back down when she wants some food. And then Saniza is number 2 in the pecking order. She's also a really docile bird and doesn't really cause too much of a commotion. Now, the medium tier of the pecking order would be Yasha, Pip, and Myrtle, which are going to be these 2 red chickens and our black chicken. Those 3 are the biggest bullies and the meanest chickens probably in our flock. Yasha, the black one, is actually the biggest bully, which may surprise some people because she is one of the friendliest to humans chickens. I can hold Yasha all day long, pick her up. She's submissive to me, but she is a huge bully. And basically the only one who keeps her in check is Miss Myrtle, this red chicken, because Myrtle is above her in the pecking order. So whenever Myrtle sees Yasha getting a little too feisty, she'll go over and put her in check. And then Pip, which is the chicken that's red in the middle, she is pretty high in the pecking order. She's number 3, and she acts kind of like a rooster sometimes. She does do dominance, kind of like a mating ritual with some of the lower chickens where she mounts them as if she were a rooster. So she has some dominance going on for her too. So yeah, I guess Yasha and Pip are generally pretty aggressive. Myrtle used to be a bigger bully, but she's kind of mellowed out as she's gotten older, and really the only ones she picks on are the other 2 bullies. So overall though, these girls are really rewarding and sweet and friendly most of the time. It's usually just on days like this where they are cooped up, or occasionally when they get into a squabble where they push each other around just a little bit. Look at this, you guys. I'm trying to put these chickens up and then Luis came out to say hi, and he's eating gummy bears. And so of course they all come back out thinking they're gonna get some gummy bears. Hey girls, we gotta go up. It's just about nighttime. Look at that sunset. They say, but gummy bears. All right, let's go girls. It is time. Come on girls, let's go. Oh look, Dua came out to grab some snacks before the big girls come back. Come on girls, let's go. Let's go girls. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Oh my goodness. They say, but gummy bears. Come on. Come on. Good girls. Good girls. Good job. There's still plenty of scratch in here for you girls. Oh, we tricked them. Chickens are really smart. It only takes 3 repetitions to create a habit. So don't try to trick your chickens like this too often because they will remember. Okay, we have 3 whites, 3 reds, and 3 grayscale birds. All right, girls, I'm gonna come out. Don't y'all follow me. Very good. All right, they're gonna settle in. We're gonna get inside and warm our toes up. And we'll probably be back in another 15 minutes to close up that door behind them so they can stay nice and toasty in here for the night. This actually feels pretty dry. I'm probably gonna go ahead and throw a tarp on it tonight before any more precipitation comes down. That way we can keep this waterproof and watertight. I'm not happy about this bump right here, so we'll see until we can get another cover on this what we can do. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and following us along on this adventure. Until next time, keep doing what you're doing, stay warm, and happy holidays and Happy New Year! Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel.